Hello, ladies and gentlemen. In today's video, we are going to be going through number 36 from test 1 in your red book. So take a second, pause this video, read not only question 36, but also you'll notice that questions, let me check for you. 33 through 36 are all about the same diagram. So take a look at the diagram, read the little blurb above the diagram, and read question 36, and then we will go through it together. Okay, so this is a word problem. It's kind of like word problem inception, because it's a word problem about a scenario that's presented up at the top of the page, kind of in word problem format. All right, so this is kind of a complicated question. But if you read through the question, you'll notice that step 1 of our word problem, what are we trying to find? We are looking for the y-coordinate of h. It says, basically, if all of this diagram, I only drew the part that is relevant to this question. If this whole diagram was on a coordinate plane where k is the origin, what is a possible y-coordinate of h? So that's what we're trying to find, possible y-coordinate of h. What do we know? Well, basically, I've drawn everything that we know. It also mentions that 1 meter is the same thing as 1 coordinate unit. So they give you, for example, like this side is 12 meters in the diagram, but we know that 1 meter is the same thing as 1 coordinate unit. We also know that line AB up here is parallel to the x-axis. K is the origin. It also says in the blurb up at the top that ABCD is a rectangle. It also tells us that EFGH is a square. So since EFGH is a square, all of its sides are congruent to each other. And with that information, that's all that we know, we will be able to find the y-coordinate of h. So to do that, here's how I attack this, right? I see that the distance from the x-axis up to this top line, AB, is 12. However, H is not on my line AB. H is a little bit below it. And I think to myself, okay, how far down do I have to go from AB until I get to H? And you'll notice that since EFGH is a square, and we know the length of one of the sides, we actually know the length of all of the sides, right? So we know that this side is also 3.6. And we know that this side is also 3.6. So now if I look at the distance that h is above my axis, you'll notice that I can start by going up 12 and then coming back down to right here. And we know that this distance, the distance from here to here, is 3.6. So h is right along this line right here. And this line, this horizontal line, is at the y-coordinate 12, our whole distance is 12, minus, we come back down, 3.6. So 12 minus 3.6 equals, you could do this on your calculator, 8.4. So h lies on this line. And the equation for this horizontal line is y equals 8.4. So a possible y-coordinate for point H on this diagram is 8.4. And that's all there is to it.